What do you think we should do now? I want to save Biggie Mike. Oh, Joey Diaz.
Yes. Oh my God, that's a good one.
Joe Rogan. Wait till you see Joey Diaz. You know, he's got a lot of fans. Joey Coco Diaz. And we did a video about Joey Coco Diaz. It's doing very well, like 79,000 views or something like that.
One of our most viral vids.
Because he was admitting to shitting in the shower and shoving the shit down his shower drain with his foot. Yes. So you can see why I was a little bit disgusted with this. We made a video about it.
Joey told me one time that he was about shitting in the shower. And he was like, yeah, it was great. I did it all the time. I was like, you fucking...
Joey told me once about shitting in the shower. Yeah, it was great. I did it all the time. So imagine this guy, like the lead character from the show Dinosaurs, shits in the shower. I used to do it all the time. Shit in the shower. I'm washing. I'm plopping. Imagine this. He's washing.
Did they like squat over to do the shit?
No, he
or
just
does it
shits
fall
as
out?
he soaps up. He goes, and he's loofing himself up.
So it's like
and
the
then
melted...
it's going plop, 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 out the back. It didn't matter. His fans, first of all, they thought I was actually a stoner. Where did this guy get his clothes from? The 90s? I mean, it couldn't have been more obvious. I was wearing literally like Party City Rasta costume clothes.
Dreads made of yarn.
Oh, yeah. Fake. It was a hat, a Jamaican hat with fake dreads. Yeah, that really looks bad. So I have what's called dreadlocks. Who the fuck is this wannabe Rasta? This guy looks like he'd go to a 311. It's obviously a get-up, okay? It would be like if you were wearing a Party City vampire outfit and they were like, who the fuck does this guy think he is, Dracula? What is he, a count? It's clearly like a fake, cheap,
like
shitty
80%
costume.
of the commenters thought they were your real dreads.
Yes.
Even though they're just clearly...
They were clearly fake.
As fake as it gets.
There was even a time where I took off the hat attached to the dreads.
And in the video, you did reference how you were wearing a costume.
Yes.
And that it was all an
mean,
outfit.
I had a lava lamp going and all this stuff. I kept yelling, legalize it. So these are the types of people, though. Really, and it hasn't changed. I mean, all of our YouTube commenters, you could really play with them, and feel free to do this in the comments. You could say whatever you want to them. They fall for it. They don't know what's going on. They don't know up from down. So we did this video about Joey Diaz stomping on the shit, and still to this day, I got a lot of people, oh yeah, Joey's way better than you'll ever be. And now we can say to them, I got a great response. Well, not for much longer. Yes. Unfortunately, Mr. Coco Diaz is about a day away from death's door. He can barely get out of bed. He can barely walk. Oh, yeah, here was the comment. Someone goes, I hope Joey Diaz kicks you in the face. I go, Joey ain't kicking shit. He can't even kick his Xanax addiction. So, guy could barely get out of bed. He could barely kick his Xanax. How do you say it? Xanax addiction.
I wake up the other morning after the Louis C.K. thing, like 2 days later, and some guy sends me a message. Hey, man, fuck this dude that's talking shit about you.
Bullshit.
So I didn't know who the dude was. I don't know what's going on. So, again, I wake up the next day. I don't hear nothing. Then yesterday I go online and there's this big thing. Joey Diaz is on Xanax. I caught him. I go, this is interesting. Finally, somebody calls me out. You know what I'm saying? I fucking click. But before we get to that, about 6 months ago, I came home and I was writing a bio for this year to have on the road. Mm-hmm. You know how when you write a bio for the road, you know, born in New York, you might have seen him, whatever. So I went on my IMDb page. And on my IMDb page, it says the Jim Norton documentary, Joey Coco Diaz. And I'm like, now, I know I smoke reefer, and I know I got a lot on my plate, but I don't remember doing the Jim Norton documentary for all of me. Let me find the Jim Norton documentary and see what this is all about. And it was like the rise and fall of Jim Norton. And I'm watching this video, and I'm fast-forwarding to it, And they finally came to us. It's him on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Talking. So they used our footage, so they had to put my name on it.
Got it.
So I'm watching this thing, and it's like the rise and fall of about perverts and this and that. And I'm going, whoa. What rise and fall of Jim Norton?
Yeah.
He fucking is on the radio. It's a great show. He's still selling out tickets, and he's still funnier than fucking ever.
Yeah.
He just shot The Degenerates. What rise and fall? And then if you look on that page, it's who stole Patrice O'Neal's money. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
The Brendan Schaub documentary.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Another comedian that they tortured. And I go, oh, this is a new thing. I go, I wonder when I'm going to get mine. You know what I'm saying? Even as a joke, I go, I wonder, but they torture poor Schaub because nobody knows Schaub. He's been doing comedy for 3 years. What do you expect from Schaub? To be fucking Red Fox? You dumb motherfuckers. So yesterday I get up and I click it and I'm watching this guy and I'm waiting for some intelligent feedback for him to say Joey Diaz is a problem, blah, blah, blah. I'm fat. I look like I'm 80. When do I work out? The dumb cunt chick is saying fucking that who would do jujitsu with me. I mean, it was just, and I just stopped it. And then he's like, this is how you know a junkie. He doesn't know the name of what he's taken, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't take Xanax.
You know, for a guy who works out every day, does jujitsu, does kettlebells, and eats healthy, he really looks like fucking dung. All right? Spoiler alert, he doesn't work out, use kettlebells, do jujitsu, or eat healthy. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody who does those four things, but they're not 300 pounds coughing and gagging and moving at a snail's pace.
I don't know what it's called, but who could possibly be going against him in jujitsu? Like, who would volunteer?
Why
to
would you
be
want to?
his partner?
Imagine voluntarily wanting to be smashed by this guy. Think about that. Having Joey Diaz with all of his sweat and grease wrestling you to the ground. I mean, I really couldn't think of it. Who do you match him up with? A 78-year-old man who's willing to do this? I mean, wouldn't he need to sign multiple documents saying, like, what do you think he was going to... If Joey Diaz came up to me and they're like, would you fight him in a jiu-jitsu match? I would go, are you out of that? It'd be like fighting an old grandma.
That's it.
Okay, so for you... For who, the guy, whatever, I'm not even going to mention your name, because then I looked on your other videos, and you're making fun of Cheeto Santino, and you're making fun of fucking Chris D'Elia, and you're making fun of people who actually are doing something with their life. You wrote a fucking video about Cheeto Santino not having any content and Chris D'Elia. Who the fuck are you? The content you're putting out is content that's garbage. Meanwhile, you're sitting there with your little half a fag whiskey and that cunt who I know has corona in her pussy because she can't be so fucking stupid. And you're pointing your fingers at comics who actually try and who actually fucking go out there on the weekends and who actually are doing something with their fucking lives. That's what you're doing. And here, I got the fucking proof. For what the fuck you're talking about. I'm addicted to that I lied about. What does it say in the name is? That's why I don't know. It's Aprazoman, a generic blend for Xanax. But even though, what were the fucking things?
0.25.
0.2 fucking fives.
Again, Joe Rogan doesn't understand quarantine. He's had Joey Diaz over, Brian Redban. I mean, everyone's just coming through. And then they go off and do 15 different podcasts. They think if they're just one-on-one with somebody at the time that it's okay. But you're out visiting hundreds of people a week. It's the same thing as being in a large gathering. Don't you see? So we've got this clip from, where is he? Joey Diaz? Joey Diaz is hiding a Xanax addiction, and we caught him. We caught him fair and square. If you're watching this later, don't go, oh, no, he doesn't. He does. You're going to love this one at 2:01:30. And Joe Rogan knows it's true. He don't give a fuck. It's like Joe Rogan pretends he cares about Bert. Every day, Joe Rogan's talking about, man, it would be really nice if Bert Kreischer could get out of his drinking addiction. And he'll really say some awful things about Bert Kreischer. Like, if I were Bert Kreischer and tuned into Joe Rogan, and he's sitting there with Tom Segura, talking about how awful I am for an hour, I'd be mortified. I mean, you'll tune in and it'll be like, man, Bert Kreischer really has to get his life together. He's throwing his whole life away. He's going to die, probably. He's addicted to alcohol. He can't stop drinking. He's a physical mess. And they're not kidding. But then Bert Kreischer comes on the show next, and Joe goes, have a drink, buddy. We're drinking. Come on. Well, why would you do this? You just said you wish you could quit the booze. So it's just like this with Joey Diaz. Joe Rogan pretends to care, but I don't think he really cares because you could just replace him with another comic. Let's see, 20130. You're going to love this. You're going to love what we found here.
His shirt says ass.
Only your little faggot ass would get high on one of these, you little fucking fag fuck.
I had to stop watching. I was.
Oh yeah, it's just people that this whole thing wraps up, and somebody gave them permission to attack some fucking guy. Hey, listen, you want to call me out? Call me out. Call me out for my tolerance. Call me out for the amount of fucking edibles I do. You could call me out for 1,000 things. Don't call me out for something that don't exist because you want to not even profit just to make yourself look fucking smarter. Now, I don't like to carry this around with me. This makes me look like a fucking idiot. I don't think I should carry these with me. So you see these, what these are? These are a sunglass case that is always in my bag, okay? And these are the glasses that go in there. If you watch the podcast, I know some of you listen to it, but if you watch it, these are the glasses that go in there. Are they prescription? No, they're fucking whatever. But in here, in case I have an emergency, because this is how I roll, because you have no idea what it is to have anxiety, I have green Xanny bars that a friend of mine gave me on the road. And if you want, I can have him call in to tell you when he gave me these things. So he gives me these Xanny bars, and what I did was I put some in my Suncast case in case I get an anxiety attack while I'm on the show.
Here he is, and I hope we back this up far enough. Let's hear what he says.
Surgery. When this shit is going down.
Yeah, he beat the surgery curve.
Curve.
Oh my God! Imagine.
So, I'm okay all day. I'm with the family. Fucking 6 o'clock.
See how loud I have to make it just to hear him? Joe Rogan's voice is normal volume, and then when Joey talks, he's like, I once went to... Why are you whispering to me like this? Joe Rogan, you don't even know. His lungs are bad. He doesn't have the power anymore. It's over, folks. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at his little face. Listen to this, though. It's so good.
I'm okay all day. I'm with the family. Okay. Fucking 6 o'clock comes. I got to jump in the shower. It's basically where he lives. Jump over Laurel Canyon, make a right, go a mile past the Comedy Store. That's it. For some reason, man, I went in the shower. I just started getting an irregular heartbeat.
Oh, an irregular heartbeat. Okay, that sounds like a nice, healthy guy.
I got an irregular heartbeat.
I came out. I took a little anxiety medication.
Wait. I got out of the shower. I took a little bit of my anti-anxiety medication.
Joe's like, wait a minute. I'm one of your best friends. You're on anti-anxiety medication since when? I'm Joe Rogan. I'm a firm believer in optimize your health, mind, body, and soul. Eat well, exercise, do this. That's how you get a good mind. You don't take pharmaceuticals, SSRIs. I didn't know this about you, Joey Diaz. What are you, weak? And yes, I do. I don't like a Listen, if you're at home and you're shivering and you've got agoraphobia and you don't want to go out, please take the fucking pill. But if you're one of our comedians, our tell it like it is big shots, I don't need you on SSRIs. You can't be so weak-minded and then be telling me how to live life and ranting and raving and receiving all this applause. Your brain is all fucked up. And again, if you're one of these people at home, you're not a comedian, you're a scared guy on the computer, yes, fine, please take the fucking medication. It helps you get through the day. But why are all of our comedians on anti-anxiety medicine. You know what anxiety is? Fear! I don't know about you, but where I'm from, if you're afraid of everything, you're what's called a pussy. Remember this? Hey, you fucking pussy. If you're on anxiety medication, and everybody's just okay with being anxietied, anxious, and scared. No, this isn't cool. You're all fucking losers and pussies.
And if I'm driving, I have them in my bag and, blah, 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 blah. The other thing of the purpose is I'm not lying to nobody about my fucking shortcomings. I'm 57. Lie to no one, because if they're special to you, you're going to fuck it up with a lie. And if they don't matter, like this jerk off, who the fuck are they that you got to lie to them for?
And I watched that's why I asked you the question, because I watched the first 10 minutes and I had to shut it off just because it was bothering me. Like all his research was watching the Joe Rogan podcast. And the thing that actually it didn't hurt my feelings, but it was, he said, like, oh, you're so mentally broken that you have to take something like that. Comedians shouldn't have to take. What are you talking? It's I forget where I saw it, but someone said, like, the brain is part of the body. That you take medicine for heart, you take medicine for breathing. If you have anxiety, taking a pill doesn't mean anything. His whole point was that, oh, you're weak because you.
Lee,
who cares?
7 years on the podcast. How many times you see me drink? Let's count it. We drank with Ron White.
Oh, on the podcast?
Yeah. How many times did you ever see me drink?
3?
7 years. So I could see if I was eating Xanax and abusing them. I could see if I was fucking going out and trying to be. Listen.
Or not telling anybody about it.
I do two fucking. I've been talking about anxiety on this show for years.
Listen to this, though. This is where he gets caught in the lie. All right? And don't start emailing me, Mike. A lot of people, I don't give a fuck. If you need CBD, if you have seizures, if you're weak in any way, you're one of God's mistakes. Is what I think of you.
I just started getting
Listen.
an irregular heartbeat. I came out. So I took a little anxiety medication. Got
Okay,
dressed.
wait. I know I keep pausing. He forgets, a liar can only do so much. A liar's forgetfulness is always the worst part of being a liar. Is we're only human beings. We can't remember every lie we've ever told. So Joey Diaz forgets, oh yeah, I can't tell Rogan and everyone that I'm on anti-anxiety medication because I've never told anyone this. But he forgets, and Joe's going to interrupt. Watch this.
I came out. So I took a little anxiety medication. Got dressed.
What are you taking?
They give me 0.25, whatever. I don't take them.
What is?
Wait. So Joe immediately, what are you taking? They give me taking all responsibility is off of him.
They give me 0.25 or something. I don't even know. It's such nothing burger.
0.25? Oh, really? Now watch this. This is a fucking lie. This is like how a child lies. Watch this little thing.
They give me 0.25, whatever. I don't take them.
What is it?
Like stanozol, whatever the fuck they call it, Xanax. Whatever.
Oh, Xanax, of course, the drug of choice by all fucking crazy people. You didn't know?
Oh, I don't know. It's Xanax or something. I don't know. I don't even take them.
Oh, you don't? That's weird. I'm not prescribed to a lot of pills I don't take. You know what I mean?
I go to the doctor every year. Hey, can I get a bunch of pills that I don't take or know the name of?
I've been talking about my personal issues with anxiety before I go on stage, when I leave my family, go on the road. This is all I talk about because I'm not better than you guys. We all fucking bleed. God put us together a fucking certain way, and we're all lacking something. We're all lacking something. This doesn't mean you're weak or whatever. This means that somewhere along the line, there was a fucking problem that I didn't correct. But if you think I'm up all night fucking nodding and fucking, yeah, I do things that are disturbing, but to myself. There's no reason why I should Dog, it's the truth. I was telling somebody the other day, I drank one of those Quick Z bottles at night, and I really forgot how many edibles I took. I didn't know if I had taken 2 of those or 4. I really don't know.
So look at this. It's like you're a Xanax user. You probably take it all day, every day. And then you know Joe's going to be against that. So you're like, oh.
They give me 0.25,
Watch this
whatever.
shit.
I don't take them.
What is it?
Like stanozol, whatever the fuck they call it. Xanax, whatever. But
Take Xanax?
It's a football. It's the baby one. It's not the sticks the junkies take.
Oh, it's just the baby one, the footballs. If you're referring to drugs, shapes is like that. You're
Seems
like a big
you
drug.
know a
geek.
lot about
You
it.
know all about it. It's I don't know. Turns out he used to sell this shit. I don't know if we could find that. You don't go into there. See if you could find while we're here because we didn't note this out. He used to sell Xanax and shit. So he
In
knows
this
all about
episode?
it. Yes, in this episode. It's probably right after this a little bit more. Just type in Xanax. See what you find.
So, yeah, am I embarrassed for being 57 and waking up on the floor with the heater burning me and the cat meowing on me? A little bit. But you know what? From time to time, you need to have a little fun from time to time to remind you.
Our buddy Grappling Science, he does a lot of memes. He had one, weed, there's no side effects. And sometimes you do wake up with ham in your sleep apnea mask.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my God.
Yeah. You know, that's the night I woke up and just ate a fucking pound of ham and just went right to bed without brushing my teeth. I was like a fucking Frankenstein. But at least I'm big enough to admit these shortcomings. If you're going to make a tape about me, make it about the real thing. Let's talk about the problems I had growing up. Do some research.
Joe goes, how often do you take it? Listen to this.
So you took a Xanax.
So I took.
How often do you take those
I
things?
take them. Most of the time, between you and me, I wash them. My wife washes them when because I put them in my drug pocket. I take them down to the store,
And you forget they're in there?
and I forget they're in there. And I
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Joe's believe. How often do you take them?
No, most of the time it's a wash.
What?
Most of the time I wash them.
What?
I leave it in my pants. My wife, that's how little I care about the drug. I just put it in my pants and my wife then washes my pants. They get ruined.
Listen to this. He's actually. I want this man drug tested right now. I'm ordering it. Look at this.
So just keep them around, just in case.
Oh, yeah, Joe. Looks like you really believe your good friend with those suspicious eyes. Look at that.
keep them around. Just in
What
case-
does it do? I've never done it.
just in case I get that Morgan Murphy freak out, like I did.
Morgan Murphy, for
What's her
example?
name? What's her name?
Morgan Murphy, yeah.
Yeah, one night I had to follow her at the store. I don't know what it was. I fucking walked up the stairs and my anxiety lit up.
Really?
I almost passed out, but I went up there and destroyed the room.
This is your king. My anxiety was I couldn't even. I needed a pill in order to get through life. So I don't want to hear about how badass these guys are when they need medication in order to get out of the house.
You know, I never understood why people make these dumb videos. And if you're going to call somebody out, call them out for the right reasons. And then I read some of the comments, oh, he should get arrested for Harvey Weinstein. Guys, listen, you see how many women come on my show? Do I look like a Harvey Weinstein to you? When I tell you that if I get 10 calls a day on my phone, 6 of them are women that I'm tight with, when you're on the road, what happens on the road stays on the road. And before I get in my car, I got to take a long piss.
Does the medication help you
Here we go.
when you take a Xanax?
Not if you don't take it.
Right, but if you do
I got
take
shit
it,
to do in the daytime, dog. I got no time for a fucking Xanax. I don't know what kind of-
well, what does it do? That's what I'm asking.
Well, I'll tell you what happens with Xanax that I know for a fucking fact that nobody can tell me. When I first got into comedy, Joey Diaz's secrets of comedy. You ready?
Okay.
Listen
When
to
I got
this.
into comedy, all these jerk-offs, you got to bring 5 people to a fucking show.
Okay, let me interpret for those of you who don't speak monster. What he's saying is when he first started comedy, which wasn't that long ago, by the way. He started comedy in his mid-60s. When Joey first started comedy, he would do these open mic shows called bringer shows. You would have to bring 5 people. That was the deal. You want to get up and perform? You got to bring 5 people that pay and buy drinks and fill up the room. So in order to do that, he's going to tell a story about how he used to send out a text, come to the comedy club, I've got pills for sale. That's how he would get. So he was a drug dealer dealing out of the nightclubs. This wasn't in the 70s. This wasn't in the 80s. This was about 6 years ago. All right? A drug dealing dope fiend. Listen, if you deal Xanax, you probably know exactly what they do. You know the name. He was playing dumb
and
before
now
he's like,
It's tazamapin Zen. I don't know.
Doesn't
you
add up.
dealt it last year. Listen to this.
Jerk off, you got to bring 5 people to a fucking show. I'm not asking nobody to come to a show.
That means
I just
no.
wait for Joe Rogan to call me and ask me who wants weed.
Listen.
You want weed? Meet me at the comedy club. Well, I got to meet you at the comedy club. Don't worry about it. Just meet me there. Next thing you know, I got you paying 10 at the door. Oh, so I got into selling Xanax.
A man who rips off his customers and friends. Is this a good man? It's not like you just change. You don't rip off people throughout your whole until you're 50, and then at 52, I'm done ripping people off and scamming.
Seems like it's ingrained in
It
you
just
by
seems
then.
like Joe Rogan gave you a life where you could rip people off in other ways, maybe steal their time. But this is what he was doing. This isn't something nice and cute and funny.
You know, do me a favor. If you're going to make a video, make it intelligent. Don't say I'm fat. Don't say I'm 80. Don't say, get to the point. Prove that I lied, because I've been talking about anxiety for fucking years.
You invited people over, then you hustled them in paying for the comedy show. Listen to this fucking drug story.
Next thing you know, I got you paying 10 at the door. So I got into selling Xanax. There was a crazy guy in Boulder who had just gotten out of prison for murder, and his wife, I don't know, they were getting Xanaxes from a pharmacy. So I was getting Valiums, the V's.
Oh, the V's.
The V's, you don't know anything
I don't know
about
anything
that
about
world.
this.
You know what the worst part about the LGBT community is? The V's. Ah, the V's. All right. So you are a drug dealing liar. What else are you fucking doing? You're stomping shit down your drain. You're drug dealing. How is this guy an honorable guy? You just like him this much that you're going to let all this slide? This is a straight up criminal who eats his own feces.
Okay, right now, I could be doing coke. I could be doing Oxycontins. I could be doing heroin. I'm doing fucking 100 milligrams here, 100 milligrams there, and a Xanax. If that bothers you, if that causes a fucking problem, oof. Oof. You're a fucking faggot. That's what the cause is. So when I first was an open micer, I was a Xanax salesman.
Oh,
It always, because
I was a Xanax salesman. Can we just take a break on this stupid statute of limitations thing? He's admitting he was a Xanax salesman. Can't you just charge him? Just as a joke. Lock him up. Let him die in jail.
It really does. This is the lightness of my life. This is what keeps me together in the daytime. I can't fucking breathe. So if this is a problem in your life, if you took time to make a video about this, I'm not, like I said, I'm not even going to mention your name so you watch the video, because it doesn't make sense. I don't care if you can make 1,000 videos. Make a video about me fucking kidnapping people. Why don't you show a video with a guy banged up with a pit bull on him, with me and my friend with a machine gun on him? You'd get more mileage with that. Me being a fucking junkie, everybody already knows, you stupid fuck.